Gentlemen, I think we're live, or at least that's what my dashboard is telling me. Can everyone let me know if I am correctly in frame? I would really appreciate that. I still don't see it going on my end, but I do believe that we should be up and running here in just a second. So we're just going to wait. Patience, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. Where are we? There we go. All right. Everyone, welcome to the live stream. I missed you guys last Sunday. There was a good reason for why I could not join the live stream, and that is because I was watching a certain soccer game that made me livid, and we're going to talk about it here momentarily. Now, there we go. Finally, I think notifications are just being sent out right now. So thank you to everyone who is a little bit early right now. Welcome. It's been a while. It's actually been a week since I've seen you guys. How is everyone doing? I do see some guys already here. Some people early on the live stream chat. We have Gareth Mallory saying, "What's up, bro? How's it going, Gareth?" Hold on. Let me lower down my camera. 1 second. I feel like I was just a little too like, I don't know. It's the proportions just didn't look right to me. But what's going on, everyone? Hopefully everyone who does celebrate the 4th of July is excited for it. I do work tomorrow, but it is 2.5x pay. So you're out of your mind if I'm not going to work tomorrow. Jenna Rose right now is saying late as always. Not correct. I actually made it on time. So that is that. So welcome, Jenna. Stormy Day saying hi. Hello, everyone. So we have a few topics to talk about, right? So first, of course, you guys may have seen on the title, Nancy Pelosi is at it again, and she pissed me off today. She made me really mad. I will talk about that momentarily. Second, Copa America, rigged. I stopped watching it. I'm watching the Euro Cup now. Copa America, something is going on there, and there's blatant corruption. Sorry. It was... We'll talk about that too, especially if I have some fellow Mexicans on here, because that was just not it. Hold on, let me move the camera just a little bit this way to create the illusion that the watch band goes on forever and ever. All right, someone else joined here. Oh, Stormy Day. Oh, and then finally, the last thing is, of course, all the new rumors. Guys, we're about 2 months away from the Apple event. So my little brother, for example, today, I think he got water in his phone. I don't know, but he asked if I had the insurance. I said, obviously not. We don't do that around these parts. That's me though, just because I never drop my phones ever. Knock on wood. But from the how many generations of iPhones have I had now? From the 4. So let's count them: 4, 4S, 5, 5S, 6. Did the 6S exist? I think so. 6S. 7, there was no 7S. Then it was the 8/10, so I got the 10. Then 10S, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 14 iterations of iPhones. We're talking 14 years. And I have only dropped my phone one time, and it didn't even crack. So, I mean, that's why I don't do it. So, yeah, that's just how it is for me over here on this end. But ladies and gentlemen, okay, so let's talk business, right? We got to talk about what's coming up first, and that is September. So September is historically one of the big events for Apple. So during September is when the new iPhone 16s are set to release. Now, the rumors circulating about the iPhone 16 line is, I mean, it's pretty lackluster. So for the Pro Max line, it is more or less going to stay just about the same. I mean, they're going to introduce a new rose gold color, so it's going to really pander to a lot of the female audience. So there's going to be that. It's still going to be made out of titanium. You can expect a faster processor. You can expect, I mean, just the normal stuff. Allegedly, there's going to be a upgrade to the cameras as well, but that's about it. The regular 16 line is going to have now a vertical camera design. So it's still going to carry the two camera setup, but instead of them being diagonally, now they're going to be vertical, similar to the iPhone X or 10 or the iPhone XS or 10s as they are sometimes dubbed. Not too excited about it. I'm obviously still going to upgrade, But the biggest thing is going to be the Apple Watch. So what I'm really looking forward to this September, especially working at AT&T, is I'm going to start upgrading all of my watches again, right? So like depending on what happens with the Series X, that's where it is going to get a little cumbersome, because are they going to replace the band mechanism? I mean, we don't know. And it's tough to say because I'm going to redo my band wall starting in September for anticipation of the event. And I'm praying to the band lords that they don't change the mechanism. That is going to be very, very catastrophic for a lot of band lovers, and I don't know. So Jenna says, Stormy Day, I got the 2021 Solo Loop Pride Edition watch band, and honestly, I kind of want to collect some of the Solo Loops now. Dude, the Solo Loops are really good. I mean, I can vouch for all of the band styles, but the Solo Loops, these right here, are very minimalistic. They're really great for like the gym. If you have a certain so I don't know about y'all, but whenever I go to the gym, I like to like match my outfit a little bit to my band, just kind of color coordinate. And having the Solo Loops, it's really nice because they're one singular color. There's no clasps. It's very simple, and a lot of people really like that. There's some people who don't. They say that the Solo Loops are a little boring. But aside from that, you do also have to choose your specific sizing. That's the other thing. So like for me, right now on the Solo Loops, I am in between a 7-8. My wrists have grown over the years. So like in the past 3 years, I used to wear a 6. Now I'm like a 7-8, okay? So you do need to know your size, and that's super important. But Stormy Day, the 2021 Solo Loop Pride, that is a nice snag. Congratulations on catching that band. Jenna Rose said, I'm a dropper, not going to lie. Wait, dropper? How so? Aaron says, almost missed the notification. What's up, bandaholics and stalkers? Aaron, yes. We're going to talk about how Nancy Pelosi pissed me off today. Damn it. All right, but here, let me continue. Apple Lover, hello, Juan. Did I miss the Pride Band giveaway? So, no, you did not. I was actually going to wait to announce it here on the live stream. I figured it would build more anticipation. I'm literally just going to choose the person randomly. I'm going to go through the comments on the live, and then I'm going to post it as a post on YouTube as well as my Twitter and Instagram. So then that way, whoever won has the highest chance of being able to snag that. And remember, that band giveaway is up to, because this year's Pride Band, it was a braided solo. That means that you don't necessarily have to pick up the braided solo. You basically have your choice of any band valued at $99. Obviously, if you want a $49 band, hey, that's up to you. But I personally would recommend getting a $99 one, because why not, So at the very end of this live stream, I'm going to go ahead and choose that person live. Again, it just adds another layer of authenticity. We're just going to go ahead and choose that person live. And if anything, I might just use a random comment generator. So, thank you for the question, Apple Lover. We are going to do that at the end, so stay tuned, rather. Sorry. Also, hey, so if anyone noticed my shirt, I'm not sure how many Mexicans are on my live right now, but this is La Loteria. So you guys may or may not remember the famous viral Vine. I think it was a Vine where someone's like, oh, escalera. Yeah, that's it. This is where it comes from. And so like as a Mexican American, one of the funnest things to do with family as a kid was play Loteria. It's basically like, it's bingo more or less. I mean, you have a stack of 52 cards and each number represents something different. So like number 1, very iconic, is El Gallo, the rooster, right? They didn't put it here. I don't know why, but the number 2 is El Diablo, which is the devil, right? Very iconic card. And then number 3 is La Dama. Number 4 is El Catrín. I forget what number 5 is. Number 6 is La Sirena. My family would always call her La Chichona. If you know Spanish, you know precisely what I'm talking about. It's actually funny. La Luna, El Corazón, La Sandía, La Estrella. Let's see, what else do we have here? We have El Mundo, La Rosa, El Sol, and then La Chalupa. So basically, this is a 4x4 layout, right? And it's just like a bingo game, right? So a player can do this, but someone is going to be basically dealer. And so they deal the cards over, under, right? So one card up from top and then one card from the bottom. And if your picture matches what's on your board, you put a little pebble, a penny, whatever you may have. I mean, growing up in Mexico, well, I mean, I was born here, but when I went to Mexico, we would use pinto beans, right? And so once there's like 2 ways to win. Once you get a line vertically a line horizontally or a line diagonally. Some people play squares, some people play corner pieces. It just totally depends. But the standard way of playing is that once you make a row, either vertically, diagonally, or horizontally, you say buenas, and you win half of the pot, okay? After that initial person has won, now it is a free-for-all for whoever can, like, fill up their board first. So then when you finally fill up your board, you yell buenas again, and then you win the other half of the pot. It's a really fun family game, and actually I went to the gym today, and I had a lot of people come up to me and be like, hey, where did you get that shirt? By the way, I got it at Old Navy. So Old Navy used to carry this. As soon as I saw it, I was like, man, I have to get this. It really does remind me of my childhood. Another thing, speaking of Mexican culture, today the drink of choice is Jumex Peach Nectar. Now, if you've been living under a rock, Jumex and also Jarritos would basically be like flavored soda. They have so many flavors, but Jumex is what I grew up with as a kid. It's a lot of different flavors. There's like a pineapple flavor. There's a banana and strawberry flavor, which is awesome. It was my favorite one growing up. There's also this peach one. There's a mango one, coconut, pineapple coconut. So Jumex, if you've never tried them, if you ever see them at your local grocery store, pick one up. They're really, really, really tasty. And honestly, in terms of calories, it's not bad. So this whole container has 180 calories. Total fat being 0, saturated fat 0, trans fat 0. So this one specifically contains 20% juice, which is kind of rare to see nowadays. But yeah, Jumex. So give me a second. My throat is drying up. Ah, yes. Tastes delicious, right? The peach flavor. And for my adults that are 21 and over, Jumex makes really good mixers. Just saying. I'm just saying. All right. I need to damn catch up with the chat. Where are we? Aaron says, I don't want rose or pink. Give me salmon. Yeah, dude. I'm not the biggest fan. I don't know what color I'm going to get next. Obviously, I keep all of my phones. I never trade them in. What I just do is I'll pay them off every year and then just upgrade. So let me try to remember the order. My 11, I want to say, was silver, right? My 12, which is what I sometimes use for these live streams to record, is graphite or space gray. I forget what they called it. My 13 was the Sierra blue color. Oh, just a gorgeous, gorgeous color. My 14 was the purple color, okay? 15 Pro Max is this titanium color. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to, I don't know. Like I'm not the type to be like, oh my God, that's pink. I would never get that. It's just, I don't want a rose gold phone. It's no diss to the color. If it were like like an Apple Watch in rose gold, I would most definitely rock it. If I had like a rose gold necklace, I would most definitely rock it. I don't know why. Just in a phone, I don't know. And then I rock all of my phones without cases. So I always rock them like this. You can call me bold. You can call me brash. I don't care. Also, Dogecoin is down 7.9% for whoever's wondering. What is going on with crypto? Let me see because if Bitcoin goes under 60K, it's definitely timber, which I guess leads me to my next point, which is talking about NVIDIA and what Nancy Pelosi did to me today. Oh, no way. Hold on. Bitcoin is actually at 58,000, so it broke down. No way. Shout out, God gave me a premonition and said, sell your Bitcoin now while you have a chance. And I absolutely did. So that's actually really good that I sold at the top. Wow. So Bitcoin is now under $60,000. So that's not good. That's not good for the stock market. This does not bode well. So there it is. This is the price action after hours for Bitcoin. So anyway, let's start talking about how and why Nancy Pelosi got me in a sour mood. So this morning, I have some bearish plays, which means that I want NVIDIA to go down. And I have a certain amount of time for that to happen. Well, this morning, before work, I was looking at the stock market. And why on earth did I see NVIDIA with like 5 or 6 or 7 massive green candles? I'm talking like boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, oh my God, why? Come to find out, it's because Nancy Pelosi's at it again. So she bought like 110,000 shares of NVIDIA, which equates to like 1.5 mil or something like that. And everyone got so excited and hyped, and so everyone was buying up NVIDIA today. So it went the opposite direction of what I wanted to. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Again, remember, when you're investing, and especially when you're dealing with options trading, you must have the mentality of like, hey, if you lose or if you're wrong, then you must be all right with losing that amount of money, which is the mentality I have. Now, I still have time. Essentially, NVIDIA needs to drop $10 for me in the next 21 trading days, or in other words, in 3 weeks. Very doable. I mean, today it went up like what? Like $5 or whatever. So yeah, I mean, needless to say, I have time, but it's gonna cut it close. I'm praying that what I just saw by Bitcoin going under 60K, that typically means that people are coming risk off. So if Bitcoin is down, then that means that your typical, Tesla, NVIDIA, Apple, Amazon, all of these tech stocks typically also tend to get dragged down whenever Bitcoin is down. I need to catch up with the live chat here, so let me go ahead and try that. Mike says, hate TNT. We might have to block Mike, honestly. Wait, Mike is lucky Vicente's not on here. If not, I was going to ask Vicente to block Mike. That's okay. Mike says, Juan, throw away your bananas. They have been thrown away, actually. They were very, very, very ripe last night, and today they were just, it started to smell like bananas. Like the candy kind of banana, though. You know what I mean? Like, so then, yeah, I just threw them out. They were very ripe. Thank you, by the way, Mike, for that. Stormy Day, you can tell I love rose gold. I mean, rose gold isn't a bad color. Like I said, it's just for me on a phone. I don't know why. It's just not for me. Super Mario 127 space Super Mario 127. I missed the battery drain test, dude. Okay, so Super Mario, which drain test are you wanting to see first? Is it the iPad one, because that's the one upcoming? Also, I got a sneak peek of the new Fold 6 and the new Flip 6. So that completes the Samsung family line in terms of new iterations. So a Samsung battery drain test I also have planned. And then don't forget, September new iPhone 16s drop, and there will for sure be a battery drain test on that. So Super Mario, I appreciate you letting me know that you're a fan of my battery drain test. I'm working diligently. Right now, with the way work is in my life and everything, it's just my family's like going on vacation soon. I deserve vacations here as well. Be patient with me. I got you. They're coming. It's just I have literally I have 24 hours in the day, and they're almost always blocked off. But don't worry. They're coming. The iPad one is the one coming up soonest, and I know a lot of people want to know which of the new iPads now last the longest. Miss History Buff says, hi, Juan. Hello, Miss History Buff. Nice to see you here on the live stream. Kayla says, you missed my early comment. I said, hey, I was second on. Sorry, Kayla. I'm so sorry. You were right under the welcome to the live chat little thing for me, so I'm so sorry. I redact what I said earlier. Hello, Kayla. You were, in fact, second, and thank you so much for that. Jenna, haha, his eye goes straight to my comments, and I be dropping my phone often. Yeah, well, I'm not a Butterfinger, so that's just what I'm gonna say. Mike says, rig it so I win rig it so I win. I'm your favorite. I cannot do that. I refuse to do that, and you know that. I love my friends, but I'm never gonna rig my giveaways. I'm just setting that straight, okay? I need some more Humex, not only because it's tasty, but my throat is just drying up again. Oh my God, this peach flavor, I could just drink it all day. It's like candy almost. All right, Stormy Day, my solo loop size is 7, possibly 8, and you're a 38, 40, 41 millimeters. So Stormy Day, it seems like we have a similar size wrist. I am partly going through a crisis right now because I'm on creatine, and my chest and shoulders and back are getting very broad to the point where large shirts, it depends. They need to be very roomy up top here. If not, what happens is that they constrict me. They kind of pull in tight right over here around up here, and then they end up pulling my shirts higher, which I don't like. And this is coming from someone where, like, dude, I kid you not. Pre-college, like when I was in high school, I would wear extra small. Extra small, that's right. So, like, over the course of 10 years in weightlifting and, being on creatine on and off, going through bulk and shred seasons and all this and that, it's insane to me that I used to be able to fit in an extra small shirt. I kid you not. I have pictures for proof. extra small is what I would used to wear in high school. I was scrawny. I was small. So now it's just kind of, it's different because, going from an XS to a large within a span of 10 years. And of course, like, I'm very happy because I know that most of it is going to be muscle weight. Yes, of course, like, I'm very happy and confident in my body and in my weight. I guess for men it doesn't matter as much, but I mean, I'll openly say it. So right now I'm hovering around 195 to 200 pounds. I'm 5'11 and a half, almost 6 feet. If you want to count rounding, then I am 6 feet, but I'm like 5'10, 5'11 and a half, depending on my shoes, okay? But still, that just gives you an idea. So I'm like 195, 200, and I feel healthy as can be. I did actually max out today on the leg press, which now I'm up to 6 45-pound plates. How much is that? So that's 90, 180, 270 times 2. That would be 540 pounds with my legs and my booty. So, hey, I'm just putting that out there. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Stormy Day says, oh, no, wait, Mike, I wear anything from a 2 to a 5 in solo loops. Damn, Mike, you have a small wrist. Stormy Day, have you played 52 card pickup? Yes, I have. Actually, I was reminded, I was browsing on TikTok, and I forgot about the game BS, which stands for Bull S-H-I-T. So that game was awesome playing. Like, I remember, now listen, we were little boys, right? We were teenage boys. And what me and my cousins, my family is dominated by men. We have like, I don't know, 15 male cousins and like 2 girl cousins. It's something crazy like that, right? And so what we would do is we would play this game called BS. And the way that it's played is as follows, okay? So the game is shuffled, or the deck is shuffled, and they're distributed evenly, across the table until there's no more cards. Typically, you want to shoot for 4 to 5 players. If you do more than 6, then the game becomes a little harder. But essentially, someone is chosen to go first, right? And you have to go in order on the deck. So you start with ace, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, of course, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then jack, queen, and king in that order, right? So let's just say that me, Mike, let's just say Jenna, and then who else is on the chat right now? Let's say Stormy Day, okay? Me, Mike, Jenna, Stormy Day. And let's say I have to start, right? So I'm on ace. So the whole point of the game is to lose all of your cards, okay? Now, the game is called bullshit for a reason. So I must put down an ace face down, or at least it's proposed, right? So I would say ace, 1 ace, right? And you can double. Now let's say that it's Mike's turn. And let's say Mike, in fact, does have 2 2s. He's allowed to put 2 2s, okay? Now let's say that it goes to Jenna. And let's say Jenna does not have a 3, okay? Let's just say she doesn't. But she goes ahead and says, I put down 2 3s, okay? Let's just say that now Stormy Day has 2 4s to put down in excitement. Obviously, Jenna lied, but as soon as Stormy Day puts his 2 4s down, Jenna's safe, so we can't call her out, okay? Now, okay, so Stormy Day now put down 2 4s. Let's just say that I think he's capping. Let's just say that I think he's lying. I would say bullshit. So then Stormy Day would confidently show me that he did in fact put down 2 4s, at which point I must collect the whole pile and put them in my hand. Now, conversely, let's say that Stormy Day was lying. Okay, well, let's just pretend that I didn't say bullshit. Now I'm on 5, okay? Now I'm on 5, and let's just say that I have no 5s. So I put down a king instead, and I say, here's my 1 5. And let's just say Mike says, bro, honestly, you're a bad liar. Bullshit, right? And so if I must reveal my card, and because it wasn't a 5, I have to pick up all the cards. Now, what's funny about this story is that boys being boys, and mind you, I was like 9, 10, or 11 or whatever, my cousins would play extreme BS, meaning that the loser of the BS match earned themselves a 1-minute beating. You guys heard that right. Yes. So we would basically jump the person who lost. I don't know in what world does this make sense, but we did that. And then one of my cousins, oh my God, one of my cousins, we actually sent him to the hospital because he accumulated 4 minutes. And I was the youngest of all the cousins. So like for me, it hurt badly when I lost because I was young. I was the youngest. I wasn't as strong. Mind you, I was very like scrawny and everything. So I didn't do much damage, but on the receiving end, because everyone was older than me and going through puberty already, I cried every time. But you just had to take it. So anyway, I'm sure all of you, or at least I hope a lot of y'all, have funny stories being kids. That's just one of my stories, and it just came to mind, and I just wanted to share that with y'all because it was so funny. I don't know how we got on this tangent. Let me go ahead and finish the rest of the live stream, and then I do have to talk about the Copa America being rigged. It's crazy to think that I've been streaming for 24 minutes already, and it only seems like I've been streaming for like 2 or 5 minutes. All right. Let's see where we are. Oh, I remember why. Because Stormy Day said, "Have you played 52 card pickup?" And it reminded me of card games. Just Felix says, "Hi, nice shirt." Thank you. I love this Loteria shirt. It's one of my favorite ones. I try not to wear it as often just to preserve it because I mean the material is kind of like that. I don't even know how to explain it. It's laminated on there, I guess. So like with every wash, it's like you guys know what I'm talking about. Miss History Buff says, I wear size 4 in solo loop, not too snug or loose. Interesting. Nice. Yeah, so it's always fascinating to me to hear everyone's wrist sizes. So I want to say like 4 to 6 is probably the median, right? I would say that like a 5 or a 6 is the mean, so the average. And then everything beyond that is just deviations, right? And you certainly have outliers. I've ordered a size 13 band, and I'm like, yo, how do people's wrists get this big? But of course, the solo loops are not a one size fits most. You have to know your wrist size. And of course, my wrist isn't the biggest in the world. Actually, because of my body dysmorphia, I think that I'm smaller than I am because growing up, I was in a very tiny body. But yeah, I wear a 7 nowadays. 8 just depends. 8 feels snugger. I don't know. 8 just feels looser. Let me just put it that way. And then a 7 is pretty, not tight, but it's like the correct size for me. So I wear a size 7. That is my correct size. But if ever I want a band that I really like in the solo loop or braided solo and I want it to fit a little looser, then I'll just order an 8. Stormy Day says, what do you think of the 2024 presidential debate? Sorry if I'm being too political. Stormy Day, I will have to turn down that question. I'm sorry. I don't like to get political, although if you want my personal opinion, then you can hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or Twitter. I can tell you about my honest thoughts. It's just for my channel. I don't want it to get political. It will not get political because everyone has differing opinions, and I respect them. I just want everyone to respect my opinions. But if you want to know something about me, I very much despise the two-party system here in America. As a matter of fact, our founding father, George Washington, warned of political parties. Now, of course, other countries, they have, like Germany, for example, they have multiple parties, which I think is better in theory, because when you have two candidates and there's no other choice between those two candidates, it's very frustrating, right? It's very frustrating. And then, of course, here in America, for my fellow Americans, you guys know that if there's an independent running, that's a wasted vote, more or less. And mathematically, that's not an opinion. It's mathematics. Like, it really much is a wasted vote. So, yeah. But if you do want my opinions on it, I can tell you, again, Snapchat would probably be the best method, so I can, like, send you a voice message on what I think is going on with the election. I'm 28, so I've voted now in how many elections? So I voted in the 2024 one. I voted in the 2021. And then in the 2018, did I vote in that one? I can't remember. How old was I? No, yeah, I did. I voted in the 2018 one. So, yeah, just let me know. I don't vote party lines, by the way. I'm not affiliated with any specific party. I just try to vote for the best candidate and try to stay very level-headed. I don't like to let my emotions get involved with who I vote for. My line of thinking is very logical, and it very much benefits. I mean, obviously, I'm Mexican-American. I love America. I love this country to death. Also, if you guys didn't know, Mexico just elected their first female president. So that's awesome. It would be really nice to see that here in America, but sadly, I don't think we're going to see that anytime soon. But at least Mexico is making strides again. Their first ever female president was officially elected. So really cool. Very fascinating stuff, right? All right. Jenna Rose says, I like purple. Mike says Juan has 5 Bitcoins. Mike, why are you telling everyone? Shh. Aaron says NVIDIA is overrated. BTC is currently at 58K. Aaron, I'm telling you, that's what I saw. I have notifications everywhere for the stock market, and so it's at 58,699. Now, for those that know anything about technical analysis, this does not bode well. Basically, this means that if Bitcoin falls anywhere under 58,000, if it goes down to 57,000, then the next price that we potentially will see is around 46,000. And that has a lot to do with support and resistance. If this sounds foreign to you, it's okay. If you understand the stock market, you know what resistance and support is. And that's just the fact of it, right? In my opinion, I think I see Bitcoin going down momentarily. Of course, we are in a secular bull market, which means that our economy, in theory, is supposed to keep going up. I know it seems like it's really bad here in America, but it really is the Federal Reserve. They need to drop those rates. The Federal Reserve is what's keeping borrowing rates so high. It's very expensive to borrow money right now. Versus a time, I remember like on the onset of COVID, I was a mortgage loan originator. People were locking in refinances at 2.3%. Oh my God, 2.3% in today's standards is like a miracle. That would be like, you would be God's favorite, essentially, if you locked in a 2.3% on your mortgage. Because think about it. Nowadays, mortgages are at 7.58%. If you don't know anything about interest rates, that is horrendous. An 8% interest rate on your mortgage is absolutely horrible. So, if you can hold off on buying a home unless you absolutely need to buy a home, don't do it. Wait for the Federal Reserve to cut rates. This is also, so the Federal Reserve's rates also dictate your credit card rates, right? So like this is why even using credit and carrying a balance on those credit cards is not advisable, because it's so expensive right now. You're going to pay so much in interest again because the Federal Reserve holds a benchmark, and then the credit card companies by law have to match that benchmark. But do you think the credit card companies are going to give money away for free? No, they want to profit also. So they'll add another percentage or two on top of the Federal Reserve's rate, and you are screwed as a consumer, right? And so it's a very convoluted, very complex concept when it comes to interest rates. Just know that when the U.S. Treasury, I'm sorry, not the U.S. Treasury, whenever the U.S. government starts to trim rates and whenever they start to cut rates, it is good for the consumer because that makes borrowing money a lot easier. And if you borrow money wisely, then you can start building wealth this way, right? Like I'm glad I never made these mistakes in my 20s, but I will never understand people who get, like, in Spanish we call them a mamalona, right? The no quema kind of person, right? Where they'll get a truck, a very big truck that they obviously can't afford at like a $900 monthly payment without insurance. If you factor in insurance, some people are paying like $1,300 a month for their fucking car, their vehicle. That is almost, that is like a mortgage payment, right? And so a lot of people use this to flex, or like they like to post it on Instagram, and it's the stupidest, worst financial mistake you can ever make. Don't ever do that. Like if you're able to, always buy your vehicles in cash. Car loans are notorious for slowing people down on building wealth because they're so expensive, man. Like why would you want a $900 car payment? I'm sorry if anyone here has a very expensive car note. Hopefully you pay it off fast, but no. Buy your cars in cash if you're able to, because that payment is there for a very long time, and vehicles are horrible, poor assets. They depreciate year after year, right? So like my Volvo, when I bought it in 2020, I think it cost me around $42K. Now the Kelly Blue Book value on it has now dropped to around $26,000. Okay. Still, I mean, it's a nice car. Don't get me wrong. It's a 2020 car, but it just goes to show in 2 years, I lost $20,000 worth of value on it, right? So that's what I'm saying. If you're trapped in a car note, by the time you finish paying it off, dude, you would have given the bank so much money and you have nothing to show for it. All right. Super Mario, the iPad battery drain test. I got you. It's coming up. Thank you for being patient, man. I'm telling you, life has been beating me up lately, but it's coming. Stormy Day says, Rabbit R1 versus iPod Classic 3rd generation battery drain test. Do it now. Wait, what? PSP 2000 versus iPad Mini 5th generation. All of these obscure battery drain tests. I love it. Look, late 2008 MacBook Pro versus iPhone 15 Plus. What are these drain tests? That's funny. Jenna says, Mike, it's us. HP Stream versus Samsung Galaxy. No. Hey, I remember playing in BS in 5th grade. I sucked, I think. Also, my pronouns are she, they. Stormy Day, thank you for that. Thank you for that clarification. I do appreciate that. So thank you for letting me know. I think I'm the new Mike. 33rd like. Oh, yeah, by the way, so the like goal has been 49 for a time. I think we're going to reach that soon. It's just I'm not too concerned about it. Sometimes it happens, and I guarantee in September, whenever the new iPhones drop, we're definitely going to hit it. Mike does tend to zone out. He does. So Stormy Day said like goal. Yeah, the like goal is 49. Like I said, we're at 35. I don't think we're going to reach it on this live stream, but that's okay. We're eventually going to reach it. And when we do, that will be a very happy day. Until then, I'm not too pressed about it. It's really there just for fun. Like, it would be one thing if I'm like over here upset, like, oh my God, you guys didn't do the 49 likes. Whatever, man. Like, this is a time for me to hang out with y'all, you know? Jenna Rose says, I lose track. All I know is it's in 30s. 33 sounds about right. No. So the like goal is 49. Aaron says, I'm God's favorite. Bought at end of COVID. 2.39 mortgage. Aaron. Dude, congrats. Dude, I remember being a mortgage loan originator. And I would legit like half handshake, half hug them and be like, yo, congrats. Like a 2 point. If I could borrow money at 2%, dude, if I could borrow money right now at 2%, dude, I would borrow as much as I could. Because think about it. The stock market this year has been absolutely annihilating the game. Just NVDA alone is up like hundreds of a percent, right? If you could borrow, let's just say 80,000 on your home, 80,000, right? With those kinds of gains, you're going to be paying 2% on that money, but you're making hundreds of a percent on your gain. So literally, let's just assume it's a 100% gain. 100% minus 2% of what you're paying, you're still profiting 98% on your money. You're literally doubling it, basically virtually for free. It's insane. Right now, look, if anyone takes anything from this live stream, unless you absolutely have to, try to hold off on buying a home right now. A 7.5% to 8% interest rate is absolutely diabolical. Don't do it. You're going to be giving thousands upon thousands of dollars to the bank. I'm serious. Don't do it. Research amortization schedules and you'll know exactly what I mean. Stormy Day says, instead of buying a home, just buy a 2004 Dodge Caravan and use it as a house. That was financial advice with Stormy Day. Next week, I'm going to show you how to not buy a single streaming ever again. Streaming service. BS Extreme Live, please. Wait, bullshit Extreme Live? No. That would be way too funny. Just imagine I lose and then my ass is out here getting jumped on live. No, we're not doing that. Okay, so guys, I think this is a good point to be close to ending the live stream. Now, I saved the best for last, so I'm gonna pull up a random comment generator and we're gonna choose the winner for the band giveaway live stream. Now, give me a second, or actually, let me do it on my phone because my Wi-Fi. Oh, here it is. Okay, random comment picker. Yeah, random comment picker. YouTube. So sorry, guys, but yeah. So we're just gonna do this randomly, and yeah, good luck to whoever wins. By the way, while I do this, whoever hasn't still has a chance to do it. So if you haven't yet, go ahead and comment on my Pride Band giveaway. So go ahead and do that because I'm about to pick the winner right now. Again, this will be chosen randomly on the live, and then the person who wins has 48 hours to contact me and claim your prize. Again, your band can be chosen up to a $100 value, $99, whatever, same thing. And let me just go ahead and get that link. Here it is. So, again, if you guys haven't yet, go ahead and comment literally anything under that video. Then that way we can go ahead and choose the winner. So this is select the filter. Do not allow duplicates. Okay, good. All right, so we have 43 comments so far. I'm going to give you guys a little while just in case. I have 43 comments loaded right now. I'm going to give you guys about 2 or 3 minutes for whoever has not yet participated. Now, what I like about this website is it does not allow duplicates. So if you think that you've already entered and you're going to go and put like 10 more comments, don't do it. It's redundant. You're wasting your time because duplicates are not allowed. But I will end the live stream with the giveaway winner. Again, you have 48 hours to let me know that you won, and I'm also going to make a Twitter post, and I'm going to make a YouTube post itself about the winner. So, last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and catch up with the live chat if there's anything to catch up on, and then we will wait for people entering last minute. Again, this is why it's good to watch the lives. You get an extra little minute or two to enter the giveaway if you haven't already. So Aaron says, bought at 288K, worth 466K. Equity is crazy. So look, Aaron, or everyone watching. So yeah, I'm in the same boat. When my father passed away, may he rest in peace, I inherited the estate. And so when my dad bought our property, it was in 2012, okay? So he bought it at a 4.15 interest rate. So for the time, it was not too terrible, actually. Mind you, this was 4 years after the financial crisis of 2008, where lenders were just giving a lot of loans to people who honestly couldn't afford them. So for that time, a 4.1% was actually pretty decent. Obviously not the best rate. The best rate at the time was like a 3.4, 3.5, but still a 4.1 rate. And our purchase price was around $122,000. Now, mind you, that was in 2012. We're in 2024 now. So this is 12 years into our amortization schedule. So at this point, every month that passes by, the portion of our payment that's going to the principal is increasing more and more and more and more. So basically every month we are building more and more and more equity in the tune of about $350 to $360 per month. Now, next year, I've already looked at that amortization schedule. Next year, around the same time, that $350 to $360 is then going to turn to around $410 to $420, and that's month by month by month that you're building equity. So I want to congratulate everyone who bought at a really nice price. My dad bought this property at around $122K. Nowadays, there's so much construction here. Our property taxes have increased nearly like twofold. But that's because we now have a Clipper BP gas station that I can walk to. There's a Zaxby's that I can walk to. There's a Burger King that I can walk to. We have a Publix that's a 2-minute drive away from me. We have a Dunkin' Donuts that's also like a 3-minute drive from me. A Starbucks, a neighborhood Walmart. So needless to say, 12 years ago, this construction wasn't here yet. And so now I think our property's value is around near $500,000. $500,000. And so very wise investment by my father. It's a shame that he's not here with us anymore, but this is where I take over and live on his legacy. I know that he would be proud to have built that much equity, and hey, that's what I'm here for. I'm using that equity wisely, or at least not yet, but I will. And that's that. So anyway, I'm going to catch up. iPod mini versus M4. Stormy Day, you're tripping. iPod mini versus M4 iPad. Dude, the iPad 13 inch is going to obliterate it. Car battery versus Samsung. Stormy Day, you're being silly at this point. All right, guys, I've had a ton of fun here with y'all. We're going to go ahead and pick the winner. So actually, let me refresh this because some of you guys it'd be interesting to see if anyone did join. So before we had 43 unique entries. Now let's see how many we have. We have 46. So 3 of you guys definitely just joined in, so that's awesome. So 46 unique viewers. Again, there's no duplicates allowed here. 46 unique viewers, and we're gonna go ahead and hit pick a winner. As you guys see, this is not a screenshot or whatever. This is a live page. Just wanted to show you guys for just being transparent with you guys. So this is a live link and everything, and we're gonna go ahead and pick the winner. So here goes. Can I get a drum roll while I drink some more Humex? I'm still tracking the price action of Bitcoin. It bounced right now, but it doesn't look too promising. Alrighty, here goes. I believe we should have some drum rolls. Let me check. I need to check. If I don't see a drum, I'm not choosing it. I need a drum roll. Ellen Goodman, by the way, says, I know you mentioned no duplicate comments on the giveaway. Do you also filter out the haters? LOL. I always enjoy your questions you add to videos. I don't know if I can filter out the haters. I mean, I don't think there is a hater filter, even though I wish there would be. But yes, the questions at the end of the video are meant to engage you guys and also learn a little bit more about you guys. So thank you, Kayla. Kayla finally sent the drum rolls. If I can get more drum rolls, that'd be appreciated. We're going to go ahead and choose the winner in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. You guys are seeing it first. I don't know what this says. I don't. I think it picked it already. So the winner is Diego Erasuenaves. Did I say that right? Diego, I think, has been on the live streams before. But he did, in fact, answer the question, said, proud millennial here. Love all of your content. Any Hermes bands coming up? That was his comment. So we have Diego, my boy. I'm going to screenshot this. There we go. So Diego won, and I'm going to post this on YouTube as well as Twitter. So shout out to everyone who entered, and congrats to Diego. All right, guys. So Sunday's stream should be a go. I don't see why it wouldn't, but hopefully I can see you guys here again on Sunday. It was a pleasure, absolute pleasure, hosting this live stream for you guys. We did hit 39 likes, so 10 away from the like goal. That's totally okay. Again, like I said, I think in September time we're going to have a lot of new reviewers, especially with all the new interesting things that are dropping, including new Apple Watch Series X, new iPhones, new Apple Watch bands, and who knows, Apple might throw us a curveball and release new products. So anyways, guys, that's been it from me. Again, if you guys haven't tried Jumex yet, Jumex is a Mexican drink. It's a fruit-based drink. This is the peach nectar. It's one of my favorite ones. I would also recommend the mango one, and oh my god, my all-time favorite as a kid is the strawberry banana flavor Jumex. It is to die for. All right, y'all, make sure to stay hydrated. Hopefully everyone is enjoying their summer. If you're in the southern hemisphere, I know it's winter right now, but regardless, stay hydrated. I cannot wait to catch you on the next one. This has been very fun. So thanks to everyone who has joined. And like I said, be on the lookout, by the way, for that iPad battery drain test coming very soon. All right, clocking out for now. See you on the next one. Now, you know what would go good with Jumex? Some Takis. Wait, can people still hear me?